YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. In today's video, I am going to do a fashion file Louis Vuitton reveal. So this item came along because I sold my Capucines, and I did a video talking about how I almost decided to sell my Capucines, and when I did that, I had one of you reach out to me and tell me you would like to purchase it. And that someone is actually another YouTuber, and she has received it, and I anticipate she'll probably make a video about it at some point. If she does, I will definitely let you know. But I sold the bag because it just wasn't super practical for my day-to-day life, and I'm trying to make my wardrobe more user-friendly, more practical. And so I sold that, and then I felt okay about buying this. In the video I did about almost selling my Capucines, I talked about buying this bag and then canceling the transaction before it ever shipped because I felt guilty. Well, after I sold my Capucines, I didn't feel guilty anymore about it. And so I went ahead and ordered it. And I am so glad I did. This very well could be one of my top 5 Louis Vuitton bags because it is just amazing. And I'm going to show you exactly why here in just a second. But before I do, let me show you one of the Ideal pieces that I added with my own money. If you look at my pendant here, these 2 stones, they were generously gifted to me by Ideal, but the one here on my left, which will show up as your right, I added it for symmetry because when I just had the 2 on there, I thought it sort of would look like modern art, but they were too close to the same size. And so I felt like I needed 3 for balance. And I love the bling bling I have with these 3 together. I also told you I ordered a piece to add to these earrings, and that is the Gia. And when I received those, they actually, when I tried them on, I knew immediately that they would not work for me. They were absolutely gorgeous, but they hurt my ear. With these particular studs, the friction back on the back side of them, I'm able to keep it relatively loose. And since they're not top heavy, I can keep it loose enough that it doesn't bother my extremely sensitive ears. But when I added that Gia component, I had to tighten it in order to keep the Gia piece where it needed to be, which was kind of climbing up my ear or vertical or however I wanted to position it. I had to tighten the earring to keep it in place, and I couldn't tolerate that with my sensitive earlobes. So I am sending those back. It is not a hard process. You have to arrange a DHL pickup if you don't live close to a DHL drop-off place, which for me would be like an hour and a half away. So I have a DHL pickup tomorrow. And it's funny because I also have another delivery from Ideal tomorrow because I ordered one more thing. So in addition to this pendant here that I purchased with my own money, I purchased one more thing with my own money, and I cannot wait to show you. But today I'm here to show you this Louis Vuitton bag from Fashion File. It did not come with the Louis Vuitton dust bag, but it did come with the little paperwork that comes inside Louis Vuitton bags with the SKU code and I think the textile description code, as well as the Fashion File authenticity card that comes attached. But I have used it already, so I have detached that particular tag, and here we go. Guys, I ordered the Trianon PM. Now, I talked about ordering this, and I decided not to because, again, I felt bad about it with the amount of tote bags I had. But when I sold the Capucines, it opened up a space in my collection for this beauty. At first, when I saw this, I was worried about the luggage tag, about not liking how it obscured the LV, but not all the way. But honestly, as you use it, it sort of swings around, and I think it's lovely. The handles, you can keep them dropped down like that, or you can pull them into the side pockets, which creates a completely different look for the bag. And so that's a really cool feature that they fold right down in there. And I did not know that that was a feature until I spoke with a really nice reseller on Facebook, because I love this bag so much. She has a black one for sale, and I was considering the black one too. I think I've about talked myself out of that because I have a lot of black and gold bags. But let me just tell you, I'm very tempted because the price is really good. So one thing I noticed about this bicolor embossing is it almost has sort of a faded look across the edges. It's not quite as sharp as the color on my favorite was, and I almost wonder if they did that with this model to prevent chipping on it, you know, to make it so where it would be more durable over time. I don't know, that's just a guess. At first when I saw it, I thought it was maybe not supposed to be that way, but I really like it. I like it how it's just sort of blurred at the edges, and it doesn't seem to be quite as prone to paint that would chip. One of the other things, I'm going to pull the handles back out because I actually prefer the handles out. I used this bag yesterday, so I can give you just a first impression on it. One of the other things I love about it is that it has the regular empreinte on the sides here, as well as on the bottom. Now, Fashion File rated this one in excellent condition, and I do not see anywhere on the corners. I do not see anywhere on the strap. One thing that you often see when you have a bag that is used is you get a dent from the strap being at that particular adjustment that that person used before you. But with this bag, there was none of that. I mean, I think that this bag was probably used once or not used at all, and that's the kind of pre-loved bag I like to get. There was no odor, there was not a speck of lint or hair or anything inside, and I love the feeling of the interior of this bag. It is the most luscious microfiber that you could ever have. It has two pockets right here. I don't know where it was made because it has an NFC chip, and so it doesn't have the little patch that says Louis Vuitton made in. Some of the chipped bags have that and some of them don't, and this one doesn't, at least not that I can find. It does have a little stamp right here, which is really hard to see, that says Louis Vuitton, like right in here, but it is almost invisible. The leather where you tuck the handles in, it goes all the way down to here, which is kind of nice if you're slipping something in. It gives a little bit more of a wipeable surface on its way down to where the microfiber is. I love how deep these pockets are. They go all the way across on the front as well as the back. And you can see, look how mushy this is. Now, Zumani is generously sending me an insert and a base shaper for this bag to keep its structure. I kind of love the feeling of it being mushy, but I want to keep it as pristine as I can. And so I may end up using the insert while I'm using it to keep the inside clean. And it's going to be one of the silky ones. And then I might only use the base shaper when I'm storing it, but we'll see. I love their base shapers as well. And they're made out of felt, so they're not like super hard or anything. And Boutique Australia and Zumani are great for base shapers, but if you have a bag that comes up like this, I do think Zumani has an edge because Boutique's base shapers come up like this and have kind of sharp corners, so sometimes that can not work with a triangular shaped bag. So let me hop up and I'm going to show you how this looks on my body, and then I'll show you what I have inside. There is oodles of space. One of you recently asked me to compare my Tote and my Pallas Bb. And I think that it would be good to also include this one in the mix because it's still currently available. You can get it in this color, black, like all solid black, and cream in the PM size. And then there's also an MM size, and I'm not sure what colors there are available in that. So I went shopping yesterday with Julie from Agent Bag Reviews and another friend of ours, Brooke. And I purchased this shirt that I'm wearing from a really cute little boutique in Kansas City called In Clover. And then I purchased these pants from White House Black Market, and they have this lace detail here and on the back pockets, which I think is really cute. And I think this goes really, really well with this particular bag. I got these in a 6, and the 4 and the 2 I could also get buttoned up, but I wanted the 6 because of the fact that they're lighter in color and I didn't want something too tight. But I'm looking at them now and they've loosened up enough just wearing them for the video that I probably should have gotten the 4. So I may just have to belt them. I don't like skin tight stuff anymore, but here it is on me. Oftentimes yesterday I was just whipping it on my shoulder like this. I really thought that that was cute as well. This is just all around an amazing functional bag. I would slip my phone in on the outside right here. See how much space I have, how much space my hands have to fit in there. And I did try tucking this back handle in the pocket occasionally and just wearing it with one handle flopped forward. And so that was another option, crossbody, to kind of make it mold to your body just a little better. So I came across this bag because I was looking at these bags. And these bags, these are the Pallas Bb, which have been discontinued. And when I looked at the Trianon, I was worried it'd be too big because it's, I believe, 11 inches across at the bottom. The Pallas Bb is, I think, 10 inches across at the bottom. So there's about a ½ inch difference in width for this one, but it is not noticeable when you get the bag in your hands. Like, I don't feel much of a difference. I think there might be a ½ inch difference in the depth with the Trianon having a ½ inch more, but you really just can't tell. The Trianon does still feel like a small bag to me. It's not like tiny though. It is literally the perfect size. It's sort of like the Keepall 25. It is perfect in its design and the size. I love the opening with the double zippers. For function purpose, I kind of like single zippers better, but I love the look of the double zippers with that bling up at the top. So I'm willing to sacrifice convenience just a little bit and have those double zippers. So the other bag I have that's sort of similar in style is my V-Tote. And the V-Tote BB is pretty much the same size as the Pallas Bb as well. You can see here from the side, it is a little deeper. Lengthwise, it's almost identical. And of course, the V-Tote doesn't have the front pocket like the Pallas and the Trianon do. One thing to note on this, on the Pallas, is you cannot tuck those handles in the front pockets. So that's a pretty decent modification. And the V-Tote doesn't have pockets at all. These are not pockets. With the V-Tote, you get one open compartment with 2 slip pockets on the sides here. And I do have a gorgeous Zumani insert in cream to match the outside for the V-Tote. So that's how it looks with that inside. The Pallas has a gorgeous Zumani insert as well, which I'll go ahead and pull out. I went with a thinner one for this bag, and you can see inside the design is similar, but there's just one long pocket instead of the 2. And I definitely prefer the 2 because with a long pocket like this, stuff tends to get stuck in it on the way down to the bottom of the bag, and I don't care for that as much. But the Zumani insert with the pocket configuration of 2 on each side, it works perfectly to correct that problem. I always have my Zumani code linked down in the description box, so if you're looking for a discount, it's HBHW20 for 20% off, and it does help me out a bit if you use that code. So that's those 2 bags. Let's look at the new one, and I want to show you what I have inside, and I would almost guarantee that all the things I have inside of it would easily fit in either one of these. They're really all about the same size, so I'm not going to transfer from one to the other. It would just be too much. So I started carrying my powder and my lip gloss and Neosporin in this little container to keep it from damaging my bag. I have my Felici insert that has money and some Band-Aids and a comb in there. I have my Fendi Diamonds card holder. I have 2 Louis Vuitton clays. I have my pouch with my sharps like nail files and tweezers, and I think there's a Tide to Go stick and a tampon in there. 2 AirPods cases. Can never have the AirPods die on me. A car key. And then in the pockets here, I put a glasses cleaning cloth and a hair tie in one, and in the other, I've got the little pouch that I keep medicine in, and it's just a little jewelry pouch that's about the same size as a card case. So that's empty, and I don't have anything in the side pockets, but they could definitely hold things as well. I'm going to go ahead and put all that back because I'm using this bag and loving it. And I will tell you that I don't think you have to have an insert, but I do really like having inserts in my bags just to protect them. So that's it for the Trianon PM. If you have any questions, please put them down below. I did get an amazing price on this with the fashion file sale, and I ordered a charm as well. Not necessarily for this bag, but I ordered a charm because it bumped me up so where I got an extra $200 off, and I consider that as basically a discount on this bag because the charm price was amazing. So I'll get to show you that charm sometime later this week. I think it shows up on Wednesday, and so I'm excited to share that with you as well. It's one that's nothing like anything else I have. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same, is the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.